It's another beautiful day, and of course, you are live on the Daily Show with myself, Guy Jesus. Now, if you are able to hear me at the comfort of your home, in your office, anywhere, what's not coming out with me, you should be thankful to whoever you worship, your creator. As I said, "Nya ekoso ewo your health industry mo sisia no. Nyame nkwa de so yimu, and I pray for you." I will share me say problem biamba ema yemfa onko any of the big hospitals be to say kolebo money rage no ni ade ni ebe bia nye ni obeto paracetamol bi, then you'll be okay, because what is happening in the health sector sisiana, in fact, is very despicable. Say if that is the right word to use. In a sense, I'm not shocked though, because already Nankasa, Honorable Ajimai Menu, Health Minister, no, you could clearly see, and I'm not even the person saying it, parliamentarians, the public, he doesn't know what he's doing. Which all angles point to it, say, true. In the first place, recently, our Rebecca said NHIS, no, literally, because it doesn't work. And then again, Osanso Nyakudru Kacha and say, Onua kasa when you see NHIS nibi, it's and say Otua or professor will be Tua for the bills. How ironic. And for a statement like this to come from the health minister. Ghanaians are calling saying Sakeno, but I don't think the best, I don't want to even call it punishment, but then the best remedy to these kinds of actions, it's sacking. You get me? If these things happen, I think there should be a protest. You know, the protest, no, it should be directed to certain measures, legislative measures. A bit to me, I put a stop to these things, because if Obi Abi to maybe say na on resigning and I say sakena, it makes it a paving way for others to just follow. Obi Abi to maybe any pay. I didn't aya ne sack in your best cycle. Yerefi say 2020 COVID-19 issue saga no Sputnik V vaccine no minister no your friend or committee name no. He also had it's only in Africa and I probi penny bia at the sport to me can't say bia you what's your share, and I will say how did this person got that appointment? Honorable Kwesi Ajimamenu Bekacha and say, as at the time, I know yes, sole source, and you remember I said the case came as sole sourcing when you see the appropriate measures, when seeking parliamentary approval or send this car at my private Al Matuk or whatever his name is, 2.5 million, almost 50% of the total contract, 2.5 million US dollars. On bisa no one no, or see the everyone and this can be a committee ni approved call investigation or not truly was send this car or swear under oath. In same nyama bebre we on Beka and say as at that time I know yes our contract, and that he was not thinking straight. Then ane hana na chese or sisen yana Ghana for he's in a dying mood. He's in a dying need to bring vaccines near there, so he was not thinking straight. As some health minister Ekache no up to now that say health minister. Yes, it's on you. I didn't say oh did bro. And I think it's about time I will be reducing smoke any alcohol intake, because the rate at which kidney ekum conform. Now in this segment I'm going to open your eye to a latest expose, and I doff my hat for the fourth estate. Manasi Awuni ne deben you know, the newspaper, you know, I doff my hat for them. They've done an immaculate job. Ghana for you maybe say serious. It will go a long way to help us. I think the matter said my health minister said they are making probes into TPMC, traditional herbal practitioners for no. Now the latest expose I make one say it has to do with the rate at which herbal medicines ebusu omeimo. And the problem is not how it gets to the market, how it gets to the consumer, as to process or more. Now let me highlight a bit of the expose. Just take a look at this short clip.
I don't know what about 10 cedis.
That is not the everyday calls you receive at the Fourth Estate. This caller needed to buy herbal medicine advertised in the media, and he called the number advertised together with the medicine, the Fourth Estate hotline. Well, don't be confused. The Fourth Estate team investigating lapses in the regulation and marketing of herbal medicine and its practitioners had placed an advert of Makofa herbal mixture on some broadcast and print media houses in 4 regions in Ghana.
We mix 3 popular soft drinks in Ghana. Malt, Coke, and Fanta. This is to create a concoction we call Makofa herbal mixture. The name Makofa is basically derived from the first two letter words of the 3 soft drinks. Ma from malt, Ko from Coke, and Fa from Fanta. Makofa herbal mixture.
The team labeled this concoction as a potent herbal medicine that cures all menstrual-related problems, infertility, impotence, and one that could also increase the libido of both men and women. The Fourth Estate non-existent manufacturing company, Krojua Herbal Enterprise, engaged an undercover reporter to obtain a license for Krojua Herbal Enterprise at the Traditional Medicine Practice Council, TMPC.
Now, the summary of this whole expose here said, enipa mi unibit na dem ena omofa Coke, malt, any Fanta. Omo make say sa drinks 3 edigu normal bottle ya de bia omo de ton bi dro mu. Ena omo de call TPMC. They just went to TPMC say they have a drug, they are herbal practitioners. Literally, they went for license, they went for permits, operation, and the total cost of everything was 860 without any inspection as to whether Nkofu or claim is some more herbal, or more baby herbal, or any place I herbal. It's just investigators and I don't know. They don't have a place on where herbal. They don't have any license. They just went to TPMC and can say, yeah, hook rebu kumase. I be drone. I want to mean Baha say, you know, you obtain license to operate, now register herbal practitioner and so. And when you register practitioner in the name of Koja Enterprise, and when you do as the herbal practitioner, an enterprise near Kojaba Enterprise. I'm just trying to get that there, but whatever be the case, the whole point, and they said TPMC did not do any inspection. TPMC did not do literally anything. All they did was receive their cash. In fact, almost write recommendations, things needed. And I'll be here just to get a license and then operation permit. To the point, so almost catch investigators name say, as at the time a license name by them, almost catch investigators and they say they can go ahead and sell their medicine anytime there is a shop. Let them sell their medicine anytime there is a certificate and be ready. They will call them and then they will get it. A whole government institution, they are so job and they say herbal practitioners in the country should follow the right procedure. Your license a baby draw. Your license a baby draw. Any venue I want to Saudi a baby draw. That is just their job. Iti ga aban yen taxes no ye de tuo omoka say wo de obi ya bibidra wo de ane say ye wa associations our districts bia mo every district bia TPMC our association I comprise say your association the coordinator chairman whatever any traditional ruler work room on and into the law states that the traditional ruler should append whatever signature and so you elect say ampara wo ye bibidro and then the district council nankasa TPMC district council no they should also attest to the fact say ampa wo ye bibidro and sana what the about TPMC head office sample for accreditations no but as the Yankopon say 860 Ghana cedis per ubetumi ahye wo dem ate atete e champon haban wasi wo wardrobe no wasone so na de gu bottle mu ukra 860 Ghana cedis na ko TPMC you get the license everything you need to sell say a champon wardrobe no do you know the degree of like the extent of adia it's very sad though if you don't take a critical look at these things the extent to which this thing go. I don't see Makofa herbal mixture malt coke fanta Makofa and investigators near period omo go bottom and do you know the interesting aspect omo kwaje license ni bibia wi no now it gets to the publicity part and statistically Ghana media actually and say most of the revenue are TV stations and radio stations in Yano. About 25% from pharmaceutical advertisement. Majority of them is herbal. About 25%. Into assuming said so make 100 cedis profit about 25 Ghana cedis of that if we herbal for Onua. And unti say oh jam bidie now the go capsules mumpo now the call radio station any TV stations now catch them the answer catch them so herbal e me come with better so no because those guys are actually paying and the reason they are paying is that there is no regulatory body to me insist so mo ya the because oh ya the the whole scene they said these herbal things it's not just about say Onua haban no na wahwe nsuo na mayanom se ne anatete no the cap boom ni anum. Those times are different from the so the preparation of your herbal drug is as important as the licensing and then selling it. But here lies the case. Oh, 860 Ghana cedis per. Ubetumi anyam bibia ope wa friend herbal en kan na enuanum aye gina kai mu. Sorry gina kai mu enuanum we de. Me say madaje. Nenso se wata afoka ya if you Kumasi di kosi Accra me ne ebo me nsamra ne se doctor hwan obi oton do ka mu bia ya doctor obi a omu nyina what study omu nyina ya doctors obi koda haban obi koda bush 40 days 40 nights or bape or a doctor about doctor bro it's pathetic and so said the leaders the health minister the ministry of health FDA TPMC all of these leaders will put their feet down and started regulating these herbal medicines. I will get to the point. Now, I'm summarizing expose, you know. And after Makofa, I'm calling license ni bibia from TPMC, you know. Now, advertisement. And now, I'm going to call senior man for 24. Now, if you've studied properly, I'm going to bought say be drone the Rupa Onua TV, Angel TV. Peace FM no what do I for it's casemnity any regulations no so they did well omo de enyo bia and then they went to Oirepa they went to Sky Power secondary Takrade they went to Volta GBC branch regional branch Volta region Volta Star or whatever they call it they went there and some of them called Star FM. About 8 solid radio stations are presenters as to the credibility of whatever you are going to sell and almost supplies and surprisingly all of these 8 a year Onua TV Captain Smart and sisters especially sister ya tago let's just take a look at how or high pay Makofa.
Makofa herbal mixture. A dream it's a swan sorry. Kwaratio Makofa herbal mixture. Tie dini ye na akọ drugstore na say herbal soap for Tobia.
Makofa.
Enye easy.
Makofa do papa.
Enye easy. Makofa herbal mixture. Eye dro say mesro num bi mame.
Na say we ye to ye nyansi ho.
Ebi. Ti adwuma aye no. Mesro say wo yo obi a enam problem ewo ho a wo hia makofa herbal mixture. Simple. Eye dro. Ebo adwuma.
Empa de ni mo wo. Empa ye ndi akole wo so.
Enya sem ketwa. Anasa wo yo ba wo no ye de wada ne calendar obi to wo bonus no sa brand is chese ene se ene 28 esa bo sumi ne ewu ano mesra ma obi fa wo continue pay ai mo anu anka san calculate na ya ntua ne kantem a wa wo se na katua me eche nti wo yo ba na se wo bo sa wo te so obi abete won ka wo hia makofa herbal mixture eno achi low libido and I am pekra o ro ye de cry hey why me dem impede nu obwa na think how from and into mesra wa bo homode na pe makofa herbal mixture ni bi na nonom se wo pani duduo mo pa na atu aton dia na wakọ eye Krojoa Enterprise
Tesenia Onua na wanom ye de adrona bre no wanom I once went to Onua TV, and in this process now, for that I'll big up Captain Smart. Many mwa and will be a drone so, and I'll check whatever he has to check on a drone. In who FDA number checking it up, and then on one gasa no drone be. Now, Mrs. Stadium, me sure. So the Makofa kana no because what they can know you definitely know sa diwi enyedro a malt cook fantani akambo. And I'm not sure he even got the product because the product didn't go out. It's the ne dia say dia brand no na share what they share did the. Now if you look at these kind of LPMs, any messages are ayana major radio stations omode oman of these drugs on one. It gives people the confidence omone necessarily a drone most often. And I understand say FDA actually the LPM as form of advertisement. It only does what you've written scripts na dia kono. And no NS or much so no more can as I'm going to we draw whatever a drone treats you send it to FDA. FDA will approve say what draw we it treats stroke, it treats men low libido ne and sana what is our script now? Watch no at the about radio station. So what the radio station has to do first is to look at the FDA number, FDA regulation, say FDA approve and sign on what they are called air. But of course, we are in a country where all these things don't really matter. If you have the money, you can sell, excuse me to say, toilet to the Ghanaian public because you can't do this in other countries. But Ghana. Obahano was kaka krebia, which means almost half of us who is because the regulatory bodies all they need is money, and it's very sad. It's very very sad. And in the see how much money was here Onua TV, Angel, Sky Power, TV3, and the most shocking part Star FM. EIB networks. EIB na nanaba ohonom no. Nanaba EIB networks. I'm very surprised. Say a whole marketing manager, the whole team couldn't make inquiries. Why? Why should it always be about the money? And of course, some radio stations declined. Multimedia, they requested for it, but multimedia also know the only problem they say na marketing manager no was in a haste. In fact, no tata. The only point it got to was or realize is all of the conversations FD assembly and normally before it gets on air, it has to pass through the boss. Until the boss say FDA. So if the boss and that barrier and also probably to go through. But personally, I doff hats for them because they said in their documentary, Peace FM and then multimedia, they requested first on site. And so it tells you that some are actually doing good, some are actually complying, but the others, Angel TV, Onua TV especially, they have a whole segment for a bibidro. A whole segment, like an hour or 30 minutes. A bibidro upon a bibidro, a bibidro upon a bibidro. And I'm not saying say they are all bad, no. Some are actually working, some are actually doing their best. But the point that we have to critically look is the number of Onua and comply to these things.